And last, but certainly not least, we've got Europe. He's been killing the IRL content game since he started, but has also been a League fan since Season 1. Give it up for Tromba! And our final player of today has to be the most sane new player in the entire League of Legends community. But if you recognize him, you know that's a lie. Look at him go, it's Kesha! Those are our players. I am so excited to get into these games. Take it away, guys.
Thank you very much, Ovly. That was absolutely epic introduction. Flowers and Kobe.
Right. So remember, you can make up from an early elimination by surviving longer in the round after.
So I was talking to Skara before this match even started, and he already had several excuses lined up.
Okay.
He had a viral infection 2 weeks ago. Now he's got pretty bad allergies as well. We'll see how he pulls it out. Meteos went down pretty early, like you said, so they're going to need him to get some points.
All right, Skara, you're going to have to do this one for North America, buddy. Come on, Skara. Let's go. We got some faith. We got some faith. A couple of nervous looks here at the contestants waiting for this one to start. Remember that everybody has practiced it before. So let's see how they can do now. It's round number 2. Rock and roll on the endurance test.
Oh, shaky already. Group 2 looking a bit more shaky than Group 1.
Oh, no, Skara.
One jump
first. North America will fall.
It's all right. He's getting out to safety. No problem. Everybody else, we're still on the slow speed, warming up.
Yep. Just letting this thing get that speed worked up to maximum where it gets really intense.
Start to feel the burn.
Looking at a little shakiness here on some of the balance. Oh, it looks like we have an elimination onto Team Korea, so they're not going to go nearly as far here in the second round as in round number 1.
Everybody else looking pretty good still here.
You got to be careful about that footing, man. The closer you can stay balanced in the middle of the pad, the better off you're going to be. You'd hate to clear the jump just to land on shaky.
Oh, big hit.
2 in a row.
LATAM and Europe both down. Oh.
Couple more nice jumps, couple more good clears. Razzie Banks taken out next.
I like the knee jump.
Kesha's still in there.
Yeah.
Oh, I cast her, cursed. I apologize, Kesha. And there it is.
Iris goes down. Oh my goodness. China's cleaning up then. That was 2 second places.
2 second places. And let's get another rematch.
Tromba, you've just watched Brazil beat every single team besides you. It's all coming down to this. Can you take down Brazil?
Just let me 20 seconds.
20-second game. Kesha.
From now on, from now.
From now? Oh, in that case, I'm getting out of the ring. Guys, let's start this game.
All right, copy. All right, is green team ready? Red team ready? 3, 2, 1, dodgeball.
All right, Tromba saying they're going to win it before the clock hits 110.
Oh, can't hit the catch there either. I hear the whistle already.
Is it done?
Instud.
It may just be over. Tromba tried to go for the grounded catch, but it did not work. There was too much velocity from Brazil.
Europe tried to rush them. They got their shots out real quick, but both missed and then instantly got hit.
I think he was right about the 20 seconds. It's just the wrong team winning.
Look at the clock. Look at the clock. 1:10:09. Just shy of 20 seconds, but it was Brazil doing the cleanup here.
Look at the pump fake.
Pump fakes.
Jukes with 7 jukes right there.
Jukes with the jukes. Brazil, 1 juke for every win.
Now we have one of the oldest grudge matches in international competition, EU versus NA, coming up next.
Oh, and we know that EU wants to play this aggressively based on how they did it against Brazil, so let's see it here. Immediately starting off, Meteos and Skara both fire and miss. Kesha with a shot back onto Meteos for the first elim. Skara hit immediately after, and it's Europe to stop the North American victory spree.
Classic. North America on a roll, instantly gets stopped by Europe, and the trash talk begins.
This must be the dodgeball equivalent of international tiebreakers, man.
I was going there, kryptonite. Oh, I was going the same place. Unfortunate. It looks like we have Ovly standing by with the EU representatives.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I do have Kesha down here with me right now, EU representative beating North America, which I have no bias or unbiased problem with. But Kesha, how are you able to pull off that win?
Honestly, they both fell off like 10 years ago. It wasn't really hard. They both peaked like season 3. I was watching them when I come home from school now. I mean, this is not a challenge.
I'm gonna stop talking to you before I start crying, but one thing was, you came to me and told me today that you were just gonna wipe the floor with NA. You wanted EU to reign supreme, but your teammate was also talking a little bit of trash and then got wiped out in 20 seconds, so...
I mean...
EU can bleed?
Don't hate the player, hate the game, okay?
All right, I'm just gonna say something. Go ahead and look across the field and see who you're playing right now. Can the camera see that as well?
They're going down, don't worry. I didn't travel across the world to lose, okay? I'm a fucking winner.
He's a winner, he didn't say anything. He's banned, back to you guys, banned!
You can hear how excited they are to get their rematch versus Brazil. Getting a little fired up there. We'll see if they can do it.
That was just the accent, you know?
Yeah, he's passionate about the moment. These new players, they got to keep it snowballing, you know what I mean? Let's see if they can keep this going up against Brazil, who are back in the arena after going 8 in a row.
All right, Brazil's back. Let's see, they've had a little bit of a rest, too.
They're also on red side now. It's time to test your theory, Kobe.
3, 2, 1, dodgeball.
Oh, first shot misses. Second shot back from EU, not gonna find the mark here just yet. P-Jack trying to dodge, jump away from these. Jukes with a nice juke of his own. Kesha falls to the ground and doesn't make the catch. Can his teammate bring him back to life?
I heard a whistle, Is that it? It's over.
Is it done? Hold on, oh no, refs are conferring.
I think it's over. I saw Brazil with the second hit.
Yeah, it looks like it might have tagged his feet there. Refs are conferring.
Looks like it's a ground versus foot first type of conversation.
Might be getting some replays from the truck outside. We'll see if the producers are chiming in, trying to help them. You can see the teams themselves discussing it. Here's a replay to see.
Okay.
Ooh, it's close. No, that's ground.
Oh,
that's ground.
That's a ground ball.
That hit the
That's
floor.
a ground ball.
Hit the floor.
Looks like we'll have to see if they're going to reset and start 2v1 or how they do it.
Look how close he is to the line, too. The foot was pretty close to the line.
That's really close, but
All right,
we're gonna run it back. All right, running it back.
You can see how important it is to kind of push the pace there, make sure they don't have the chance to push the button and get their teammates to respawn.
Yeah, the respawn button really is the opportunity for the opponents to go for the kill shot. You know where the guy's going to be standing. He has to use one arm just to revive the teammate. That's when you can go for it if you got that timing.
All about the early pressure here. First shot
All right,
matters
is
a
green
lot.
team ready? Red team ready? 3, 2, 1, dodgeball.
Oh, immediately starting off with a couple of shots, and Kesha takes out Jukes. P-Jack ready to bring him back as they try to pop into him. That might have been a catch. No, P-Jack eliminated instead. Now they got to try to save him with Jukes, but no, I believe that's it. Team Europe taunting and flaunting and daunting in the face of their opponents. They will be the first team in the accuracy competition to take down Brazil.
You can see the typical solo queue Nunu gameplay emoting after taking down Brazil. Love all around though. First loss after 8 straight wins for Brazil. 9 straight actually because they earned their spot back. Or no, 8 only, you're right.
And it's Kesha who's getting the first shot here. Not even Trumba, the MMA fighter. Then they double target. It's a... Wait, it was that one instead of the first two?
Yeah, he dodged the first 2 after getting the respawn button press, and then looks like he just relaxed thinking that he was safe, but...
The dive for the floor.
Yeah.
You have to be careful about the balls.
Oh, no, wait, hold on. Looks like we might
Because I saw him, one went over the line.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I believe Kesha's foot may have went over the line there. I believe it was after he shot. I don't know if that influences the rules or not. Are we running it back? Do we go again?
The salty run back potentially coming our way for a 3rd time here.
Because Kesha was definitely over the line, but I don't think Trumba was. And Trumba was the one who got the last hit.
Oh, the refs seem to be emerging with a decision.
Penalty, running it back.
Double
penalty, running it back.
All right, the salty run back to back. Let's do it again.
Overtime here. What a matchup.
Europe and Brazil, some fierce competition here between these two.
A new rivalry is born.
You saw there too, it was a very quick respawn.
Yeah.
But then even coming back from the respawn box, it's hard to get another ball and get to a safe spot.
Right. It seems to me that if your opponents are spread out here at the start, you aim for the guy that's closer to the respawn button, then he has a longer walk to the box, and the other guy also has to walk over. Let's see how they do it now. Round 3. Kesha dropping to the ground, trying to avoid some of those low shots. One flies out, I believe it's P-Jack, and that's the end. Kesha even taking a wide, even-footed stance right in front of the line to not step over it.
That was definitely a double kill.
The refs are once again
They want another
consulting.
line? We couldn't see Kesha's feet.
I don't know, was the first ball blocked? I couldn't tell. Because usually one thing that happens is if a ball gets blocked, it becomes a dead ball unless you want to catch it. I don't know if you guys play by that rules, but back in gym class for me, if someone blocked it and it hit your teammate, it was a dead ball, which I don't know.
Europe wins that confirmed. We just got it confirmed. EU, after 3 attempts to get it done, will be the first team to officially beat Brazil head-to-head in the dodgeball competition.
It takes a lot to take Brazil down, but they finally did it.
Yes, they got it done through multiple layers of armor.
It does not do much to dissuade the refs in the pockets of the Brazil players' allegations that it took 3 rounds of beating them for EU to finally pick up the 3 points.
Brazil still standing tall overall in this event as the top point earners. But Europe now looking for a chance to give themselves a couple more points before we go on to the 3rd game. They're back up against Team Asia Pacific. Let's see how it goes.
Dodgeball.
Stanley misses that first shot. Oh, but both European shots miss. Razzie wants to go in and find a counterattack. We got a whistle.
Catches out.
Stanley going for it. Trumba, he goes for the respawn. Oh, but Trumba may be down. That might just be it. Team Asia Pacific will end Europe's reign early.
And Razzie Binks popping off, getting the dub.
Razzie's got to be happy about that one. He might not have to leave
Career
early
saved.
now. Career saved. We're going to toss it down to Aubrey now, who's standing by for another interview.
Razzie, we saw the energy coming off of you after that win, especially after the first kind of loss for you in round 1. This one has got to feel good.
Oh yeah, he definitely doesn't win those!
Absolutely doesn't, but you do. And what can you say for your teammate Stanley over there? He's over there.
Shout out to Stanley for holding out. He's a big man and he's strong as hell. I'll see you in arena.
Strong as heck is what he says. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Avli. Oh boy, these are interesting.
Okay.
This EU grudge match playing out yet again, this time in the strength challenge.
I love it, man. NA versus EU. Give me that all day, all night. I love the rivalry matchups. Medios versus Kesha. Also just a couple of meme lords here going head-to-head in the strength competition.
Both of those two killed it in the dodgeball as well. Mios with a lot of kill shots there for North America. Same for Kesha.
All right, let's toss it down to Avali, see what she's got for us.
I'll tell you what I've got for you, Flowers. I've got the deciding match. Well, I mean, I guess for us in Twitch chat a little bit of who's better, NA or EU. Medios, you're representing NA right now. Man, you are tall. How do you feel about going into this matchup up against Kesha?
Feel pretty good about it, you know. No big deal.
Now, he seems to have high energy, I guess you could say. Do you think that that's going to affect your strategy at all?
No, I don't think so.
All right, well, Kesha, you are ready to go. You're taking on Medios. How do you feel about going into this match? Is that the opponent that you're going to take down?
Yes, whatever he's saying is delusional. I'm going to take him down. I'm going to knock him out.
Anything that you want to say for the NA fans who are saying that you can't?
I don't know. They're not going to like what they're going to say, I guess, if they're from NA. Because I'm going to take him down, okay? I promise. I promise.
All right, well, thank you so much, Kesha. Good luck, Medios. Back to you guys.
Totally unbiased group of casters and interviewer here. Definitely not all rooting for Medios. Definitely the crowd's not rooting for Medios. In the home theater for North America and Los Angeles, you can see the ref giving the final rules before we kick this one off.
I'm ready for this one, man. You can see just the difference between the way the two are approaching the fight. Ooh. Kesha is all fired up. Medios, more calm, more cool, more collected. NA versus EU. Let's do it. Oh, Kesha's starting off ferocious. Meteos has him gripped. Kesha's down. 3 seconds and it's over. North America claims the win over Europe.
Kesha promised the knockout, but goes down in under 10 seconds.
Absolutely brutal. He wanted to go in fast. He wanted to go in fierce. And Meteos just stood there and pushed him right off.
Meteos, only a few words in the interview, but puts in the work.
There's those who talk the talk and there's those who walk the walk. Meteos is the one doing the walking when the dust settles in this head-to-head.
All right, let's take a look at it because they got right into it. Action-packed from the beginning. Meteos got his stick right in there. Hooked in between the body.
Exactly. The stick, the pad at the end was hooked in between the grip of Kesha's weapon and Kesha's body. It meant that as Meteos was pulling the weapon back, Kesha was going with it. His boat was getting rocked back and forth the whole time. He couldn't help but capsize.
I was still worried that Meteos was going to lean too far forward like we saw Trumba do just before. So the fact that that didn't happen, stayed strong. Good base out of Meteos. Looking good for North America as the homers. Of course, we're very excited to see that.
I'm right on stage with all the teams who are getting ready to jump into arena mode. I've got Jukes and P-Jack of Team Brazil right here. All right, now I know that you said that you've been practicing in PBE, so... No, not at all?
Not at all. We just play 4 games in total.
That's
Here, in Los Angeles.
just like how you were only playing 4 games of dodgeball?
No, I swear, no. Yeah, it's true, it's true. It's true, I can confirm.
You can confirm. Okay, so then what do you think your chances are against the other teams? We've got NA, Europe, and Japan.
Kesha going down for sure, for sure. For sure.
For sure? All right, let me go run over to Kesha really quick. Kesha, Brazil is saying that they're about to take you down. I see that you just accepted the match, so any quick words for him?
He doesn't know what's going for him, okay? He has no clue. He's delusional, okay? He has no idea.
Now, I feel like I should ask, are you going to be picking your signature champion, Nunu?
Okay, that signature champion is my champion, but it's also the worst champion in the entire game. It doesn't get worse than that. So I'm gonna cross my own heart here and not play Nunu.
Oh my gosh.
Bam!
Ban a champion. You haven't won since 10. 9.
I have my boy LS coaching me privately, okay? I'm not gonna let him down. I'm gonna win this for him, I promise.
Kobe, I know you've been playing a lot of this mode, so give me some of your thoughts going into this.
I already want to know what they're pairing with Annie because on PBE, one of the funnest and most brutal compositions was Annie plus Ivern, and you just drop Tibbers as well as Daisy at the same time. So you turn the 2v2 into a 4-on-2, and you beat them down with PBE.
I'm not much of a stats guy, Kobe, but even I can tell you 4v2 is pretty good odds. So especially with how strong both of those pets are, that sounds pretty ferocious.
Yeah. Now, especially with this mode, people need to remember the plants are a really big objective.
Yes.
The game designer was talking about that earlier, but it gives you the healing, the shielding, and critically the cooldowns back. So the different arenas have different numbers of plants too. Some only have 1, some have up to 3 plants, and a lot of that is how you want to play the main.
And I got to make sure that we hammer home this cooldowns back thing because I've watched a few different games of Arena, and one thing I can tell you is when I first heard cooldowns back, I expected something modest. I expected, okay, 5 seconds off here or there. No, if you eat these
also
plants,
count on plants. So any way that you can get plant advantage is a strong way to get advantage in the arena. Heimerdinger with the turrets, Shaco with the boxes as well, controlling that area.
So you're talking about Twitch, you're talking about Heimerdinger. I do want to go back to something that we heard from earlier.
It's been a long night for some of these guys. The Brazilian players, for example, had to play 8 rounds of dodgeball after jumping over spinning arms and getting hit with sticks, jousting. They didn't get any points in jousting. Maybe they're gassed. Maybe they're running out of steam. Who knows?
So we got the next matchup is going to be NA versus EU.
All right, let's see how they do it. What is EU playing in this one? You got Kesha on the Zac, Trumba on the Brand.
All right, Zac's got to get in there early. Remember, the respawn is pretty quick there with the Globlets. Wants to tank.
Okay, they take 2 hits of the flower. They leave the last one there for Scara after they force the European representatives back away. But now it's Kesha and Trumba that'll have immediate access and total control over all 3 hits of that second flower. Okay, Cocoon, not a lot of follow-up. Trumba, nice connection there. Gets the proc on the passive. The Ring of Fire is ready to count down. Oh, nice lockdown. And Skara and Meteos finding some burst, but it's only on the Kesha. That's not the target they want to focus. Skara's going to go kaboom. And it's Team EU getting paid. Meteos has to try to catch this one out and outplay it.
Yeah, that's going to be really difficult, and it looks like EU is going to take down Meteos too. He's at the edge of the Ring of Fire, and Europe again puts a stop to North America's win.
Nicely done. They don't lose either champion. That was clean.
But here, we're jumping into another one that's already in progress. The Zach Blobs dealt with that time.
The Zach Blobs are so tricky. You said it earlier. Those things come back together so fast in this mode.
Bottom.
Yeah, tough start for Team Brazil. Everybody else tied up here with the scoreboard saying that it's actually the Japanese representatives who are currently at the top. Let's see which head-to-head we're going to get next. Excuse me.
Looks like Europe versus North America. Again, you can tell by whoever's health bars are lit up, and you can actually see them when you're in that buy phase, you know will be your next opponent, so you can try and prep accordingly.
All right, this is my favorite arena hazard. This is Nefiri and her pack. That red triangle means stay away. If you walk into that or are stunned up when it walks into you, those dogs are all going to converge on you for a massive amount of damage. You can see them right there. They jump in and eat Skara's shield and a chunk of his health.
Also, worth noting, this is one of the arenas with 3 spawn points for those plants. So whichever team is able to split and control 2 of those spawns does get a nice advantage.
All right, ring's closing in. Nobody's been willing to commit before this, but now we gotta see some of that PvP. Skara dropping down the pillar to try to keep these guys zoned, but Kesha and Trumba are gonna grab a plant before the Ring of Fire closes in any further. Elastic Slingshot brings Kesha into the middle, but now Skara's gonna take a lot of burst from Trumba. Kesha's gonna be careful though, because Skara can immediately turn back onto him with the subjugation. Kesha melts down into the bloblets, but can they kill him off in time? They're trying to scurry back together as they fight versus Trumba. Skara and Meteos not quite enough damage, but they got it in the end. North America gets their vengeance in this round.
Ooh, they pop the Zach and then turn targets, and they're able to...
This means that we've got Europe versus Japan this time around.
All right, so this arena has the Lux, that little beam. As soon as you touch it, it's going to start firing the laser. You have plenty of time to walk out, unless your opponent's CC there can be used against you. Raijin gets 2 hits off on the plant.
Yeah, Raijin just trying to fight for that control over the middle, but Lux is going to make this a little troublesome. Laser hits 1 from each side, as Raijin's now going to be eating plenty of that damage over time from the brand. Ciararu can't do enough to save him in time just yet, but now Raijin's tried to get away, as Ciararu goes in for the finishing blow on Trumba. Needs 1 more hit to do it, and he gets him, plus 350 gold. But what about the rest of the fight? Kesha's still alive, tries to slam Poppy back into the Tibbers, but a 2v1 might be enough. Kesha's stunned, Poppy slammed back into the wall. All they got to do now is farm the blobs. First one down, second one down. 4th one, there it goes, and Team Japan gets the dub.
Close one there, nicely done, protecting Ciararu as well on the outside. They're able to chase down that brand, kill the DPS first.
It's getting intense, man. This is what I like, the first couple of rounds.
Brazil versus Europe.
That's indeed the recipe here. Let's see if Brazil can catch up a little bit from being towards the bottom of the standings. Remember, once your team health hits 0, you are out.
Usually when you're playing Shaco, you want to set up boxes around the plants to defend the plants so that you can then get them. Looks like they're using it as a little bit of a dare here. Top plant taken already by EU.
Juke's going over the wall. Not a whole lot of damage there. Shaco, not typically super effective at pouring damage into Zach.
Yeah, it's nice for Zach too, because you can use your Q on them and then auto attack towards the plant to get that.
Yeah. Kesha trying to trade there, but losing out on those trades. Now Trumba's going to be hit with a Hemo Plague. The brand is in danger. The Tides of Blood with the pool to be able to stay alive in the meantime, and Trumba's down. P-Jack grabbing the kill on that one, as Kesha is just getting kited around by the Jack in the box, and that should do it. P-Jack's right on top of the bloblets. He'll be able to bring the damage. Kesha's got another box ready to go, and Team Brazil takes the dub.
Looks like every team, ooh, and there's a taunt afterwards as well with the pre-game trash talk delivering. They do indeed take down Europe. Every team has figured it out now. You got to go for the brand, rush past the Zach, immediately take down that DPS. And now Europe, they're going to have to come up with something else to get out of here. Maybe Zach needs to build more damage himself, more offensively jump in. with those elastic slingshots, get in a little bit earlier.
They're down to only 6 HP. Very, very dire straits here.
Yeah.
Later on in the game, a single round loss will do that much damage.
Okay, here, fighting for their lives. Europe versus Japan.
Let's see it.
This is only one plant on the map. Mid lane is claimed already, and Zach's going early.
Yeah, Raijin just wants to bait these guys into attacking him. KeshaEUW is the cannon. Okay, they found their way onto the enemy brand once again. The strategy just works. Blink and you'll miss it. The brand's already down. Now Kesha's got to try to fight this one in a 1v2, but Steadfast Presence stops the elastic slingshot, and there's enough burst coming out from KeshaEUW to guarantee he's going into Bloblet form. The Poppy Hammer ain't even needed, and that's it for Team Europe. I believe they may just be eliminated.
Yeah, looks like it. You can see the look at the build here for Raijin 2 on the Poppy. Building those...
Man, nicely done there. So that's 21 points to Team Japan, 15 points to North America, 9 to Brazil.
One thing that we haven't seen just yet that I hope we do get a look at because it is very powerful is taking AD carry plus a enchanter support or any sort of support frontline and trying to play to a single carry and really buff them up and peel for them. Definitely a lot of options there as we see the rest of the ones come through. But this replay here, this was another look at the Zach plus Brands combo where they just focus on that brand.
And Poppy seems just real strong in this mode in general.
Yeah.
Lots of walls to knock people into. Asia Pacific are already tied or greater than that amount and still are guaranteed to get some amount of points. It means that Team Europe is officially eliminated from the final, will not be able to move on